top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts, bringing value home. Government will be implicating itself should an investigation be launched into May Thomas's dealings. PNCR leader says government is complicit in crime. $6.8 billion Diamond Regional Hospital commissioned to serve over 40,000 residents. Construction workers shot and killed at FOULIS. Police's initial story is not adding up. Family and 72-year-old Lindener dies in apparent hit-and-run accident. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm ALETHEA Grant with the Monday, 9th June 2025 edition of the HGP Nightly News. This is what you need to know this evening. It is the view of opposition leader Aubrey Norton that should the government investigate former permanent secretary in the Ministries of Home Affairs and Labor, May Thomas, it will implicate itself in acts of corruption. The details from Travis Chase.
When the United States Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control sanctioned businessman Nazar Mohammed and his son Azruddin Mohammed on allegations that they evaded more than US $50 million in taxes on over 10,000 kilograms of gold, former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs and Labor, May Thomas, was also sanctioned for alleged corruption. Since then, the government has not said anything about May Thomas, whether they will investigate that she indeed used her office while being permanent secretary to Guyana's Minister of Home Affairs to offer benefits to Mohammed's enterprise and Azruddin Mohammed, among others, in exchange for cash payments and high-value gifts. Now, leader of the People's National Congress Reform, Aubrey Norton, was asked to comment on government's silence on the allegations against May Thomas.
The May Thomas issue is a clear indication that the government protects its operatives in crime and only act if they are compelled to do so by the international community.
Thomas, according to the United States, misused her position to influence the award of official contract bids and the approval processes for weapons permits and passports on behalf of Mohammed's enterprise. In 2023, Thomas was in transit to China when she was subjected to what is called a secondary inspection by U.S. Customs and Border Protection at Miami Airport. They seized her cell phone and questioned her for an unknown period of time. It subsequently became public that her visa had been revoked. Aubrey Norton, speaking during his weekly press conference on Friday last, said it is expected that the PPP government will not investigate one of their own.
So I do not anticipate that the government will go after May Thomas, just as how they obviously had the information that and didn't go after him not so.
The opposition leader reasoned his party's position on the government's failure to investigate the allegations by the United States against May Thomas.
The government itself is complicit in these crimes, and therefore they cannot go after anybody because they will be implicating themselves.
On June 11, 2024, the government of Guyana sent Thomas on leave with immediate effect, while it is said it was gathering more information. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
More than 40,000 residents will benefit from improved healthcare services following the commissioning of the new $6.6 billion Diamond Regional Hospital. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
A spanking new $6.6 billion Diamond Regional Hospital has opened, featuring a modern, fully equipped facility that is expected to deliver comprehensive health care to more than 40,000 residents along the East Bank corridor. President Irfan Ali, delivering the feature address at the opening ceremony, stated that Investments like these goes beyond physical infrastructure and represent a deeper commitment to human life, national longevity, and public dignity.
This is an investment that will ensure our women and children, our elderly and our male folk, all alike, have a level of treatment here that is not based on income, that is not based on your status, that is not based on where you're from. As level of service that is equivalent to any service you can pay for anywhere in Guyana. That is what this investment brings to you. Quality service, efficient service, equitable service.
He added that citizens should have access to health care on par with private hospitals, even at public institutions. As such, the Diamond Hospital is part of a broader effort to construct 5 additional facilities this year, all held at international standards.
And we're already advancing the next phase of the transformation. You saw drone delivery of medicines and medical supplies. We have a clearly defined strategy that will take us to 2030 and beyond.
Meanwhile, Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony noted that the previous Diamond Hospital, which served the area for 18 years, was no longer able to meet the growing demand, despite temporary upgrades made in 2020.
But we want to ensure that the people on the East Bank can have the requisite skill necessary for a successful future.
The health minister also disclosed that the hospital will produce its own oxygen, thanks to an in-house oxygen plan. Additional features include 2 dialysis machines, a state-of-the-art blood banking system, and a 6-chamber mortuary. Constructed by China's CAMC Engineering Company and supervised by VCAB Engineering, the facility is fully outfitted with CT scanners, several intensive care units, ICUs, including a neonatal ICU, 3 modern surgery theaters, 1 in the emergency department, a high-dependency unit, multiple outpatient clinics, and 75 patient beds, 5 beds per room. It is also equipped with a digital X-rays and ultrasound machines. Tianako reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Tiana. Travis Chase was at FOULIS on the east coast of Demerara Monday morning, where a killing occurred. Different versions of events surrounding the killing of a 29-year-old man are being told. Here is more.
A security officer attached to the Force Security Service has been detained by police in connection with the killing of Rondell Clark, a 29-year-old construction worker from FOULIS on the east coast of Demerara. There are conflicting reports surrounding the killing of Clark. The police claim that Clark was shot and killed by the security guard. Clark's family is skeptical about that report, since it was the police who saw Clark on his motorcycle at FOULIS and give chase, as seen in this CCTV video. Sharifa Clark is the sister of Rondell Clark.
The police were chasing behind him, and as they were chasing behind him, they were shooting. Right? We would have obtained that video from the Chinese supermarket this morning.
The police in their initial statement did not say that their ranks on patrol gave chase upon seeing Clark and caught up with him at 2nd Street FOULIS, or whether he was wanted by them. The family insists that there are more questions than answers surrounding the killing of Clark.
At one time you're hearing they weren't chasing. Another time you're hearing they're chasing. But then a security guard come out of nowhere and decide to shoot somebody that the police is chasing. Make it make sense. And they try to cover it up. That's what happened. They tried to cover up this whole entire situation because every station we went at last night, there was no report.
In a statement Monday morning, the police said the incident occurred between 7 p.m. and 7:45 on Sunday in the FOULIS community. The security guard was arrested and his gun was confiscated. Clark's brother-in-law, Amiel Garnett, is not buying the police's story.
The security guard doesn't know anything about his death. I think the police force should do the right thing and investigate this matter thoroughly, and not covering anything up because they're going to look bad.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Khalil Parish Ram said the Major Crimes Unit of the Guyana Police Force will be part of the investigation. He promised a comprehensive probe.
Thorough investigation is being conducted. My rank will be joined by the Major Crime Unit very shortly. All the specialists from Georgetown, from CID headquarters, will be here. We are presently reviewing footages.
Clark was shot to his abdomen. He died while receiving medical attention. According to the police, a murder investigation has now been launched. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Travis. More news after the break. Stay with us.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting's and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc. powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
With 70% ethyl alcohol, Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer eliminates 99.99% of all germs and even moisturizes in the process, leaving your skin clean and hydrated. Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer. How do you stay clean?
Krishna Rock Establishment. No job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice field pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Krishna Rock Establishment, no job is too small or too large.
So much more than just 4 walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing June 16, 2025 to produce an official list of electors for the conduct of general and regional elections on September 1, 2025. GCOM will post the preliminary list of electors in all registration divisions for you to check if you are listed and if your particulars are accurate. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2025 and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. If you are eligible for inclusion, you are required to apply for registration if your name is not on the PLE. Apply for a transfer if you have changed your address since you were registered. Apply for a name change if you have changed your name. Apply for a correction if your particulars are incorrect. Any person applying for a change or correction must provide the relevant original source document, birth certificate and deed poll for a name change by deed poll, marriage certificate and ID card for a name change by marriage, divorce absolute in the case of a woman who is desirous of reverting to her maiden name from her married name, birth certificate, adoption certificate, naturalization certificate for correction of minor clerical errors. Visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to conduct any of these transactions. The claims aspect of this exercise will end on Wednesday, June 18, 2025. For For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0277-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
Welcome back. You're watching the HGP Nightly News. 3 police ranks are in hot water after they were caught on tape brutally assaulting 2 young men whom they believed were involved in a disturbance at the West Central Mall at Lenora. The injured men spoke with Travis Chase, and he now reports.
2 young men who were badly beaten by police on Friday while at the West Central Mall, Lenora, West Coast Demerara, says it is not true that they were part of any disturbance at the mall. An injured Teron Miggins told Nightly News that he went to the mall to grab lunch when he was approached by the cops.
I went to the mall Friday. The security was like, no scooter in the building. They had to leave the building. So I went by the gaming part now. And I see the police turn to me and he was like, yo, you come out the compound too. So I refused not to move. While I refused not to move, all 2 of them come towards me. So when they come towards me now, he start calling me and start slapping me up on all of that.
Miggins, who uses crutches because of a previous accident, said that his ability to move around has been further impeded because of the police's brutality against him and his cousin.
When I was like trying talking back to him in a manly way, he was like, he get people on the road for doing thing. Yeah. And he think don't set in cave, he get knock off his job.
Nyron Adams, who had accompanied his cousin to the mall, said that upon seeing the blows being inflicted on his cousin, he rushed across to his aid, only to be met with baton lashes from the cops.
Police turned and snatched me, tore me around, started hitting me with the baton, grabbed me and my cousin, threw me in the van, started beating me down with the baton inside the van. After then, the van drove off with me, carried me to the station.
The Guyana Police Force later said that its Office of Professional Responsibility is in...
After he apologized, he was like, if we want, choose. If we would like to have a juice.
Kyron Miggins, cousin of the injured men, said the family has retained the services of an attorney in their quest for justice.
We have to go back at the police station, let our police station. We will be accompanied with my lawyer. Because we need justice for the spirit. Because we the family, we are not going to take a seat. Like, the inspector at the station, which is saying that police do not go against police.
A press release from the Guyana Police Force claims that the 3 police ranks of Regional Division 3, a corporal, lance corporal, and a constable, have been reportedly placed under close arrest. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Travis. The new $262 million Demerara River Bridge is progressing swiftly and remains on track for its August 31, 2025 completion deadline. The project, according to Minister of Public Works, is 90% complete. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
On Saturday night, cement was poured on the final concrete tower. Minister of Public Works, Juan Edgel, along with his team and local engineers, visited the site, joined by the contractor, China Railway Construction International Limited. Minister Edgel told media operatives that the next milestone following the completion of the towers will be the installation of the 17 cable-stayed sections, which will span 570 meters across the channel.
Out of 570 meters, we have already completed 350 meters across the the channel that has been cast. So we have another 220 meters, and then we will connect the bridge.
The minister added that regarding the spans on a cable-stayed section, 11 out of 17 are already completed, with over 1,300 workers, more than 100 of them Guyanese, working around the clock. The senior public works minister noted that the project is progressing with stealth and speed.
Everything is on track. Everything that is needed for the bridge, which we were nervous about, is in country.
He further emphasized that despite international shipping delays affecting the arrival of construction materials, there will be no additional costs will be added and the completion date remains unchanged.
On budget, there's not another extension of price on anything for the project. $262 million US, $262 million US.
And will it close the debt?
We are finishing the project within budget.
Once completed, the bridge will link regions 3 and 4, boosting economic activity. The toll-free crossing will accommodate vehicles of all sizes and will feature a bicycle lane and a 50-meter fixed high span, eliminating the need for bridge closures due to marine traffic. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Tiana. More news for you on the other side of the break.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Hey, I would like to purchase all these auto parts here. This is for my Pitbull bus. This here is my bus as well, and this is here for my excavator. Only 1,600?
Yes, only at Gen N Accessories. We offer high quality, affordable heavy-duty machinery spare parts for various machines at unbeatable prices. We also crimp hydraulic hoses.
So guys, if you're looking for your auto parts, whether it's for your heavy-duty machinery or let's say your Pitbull bus, please check out Gen N Accessories at Lot 1 Public Road, Priceless, East Coast, Demerara.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing June 16, 2025 to produce an official list of electors for the conduct of general and regional elections on September 1, 2025. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2025 and you're a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent or naturalization or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. GCOM will post the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all of the registration divisions for you to check if you are listed and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. If you have changed your address since you were registered, you need to visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your new area of residence to apply for a transfer. If you do not apply for a transfer, you will have to go to the polling station where you will be listed to vote based on your previous residence. Wednesday, June 18, 2025 is the last day you can apply for a transfer during this exercise. For more information, contact GCOM on 225-027729 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
With the HGP Nightly News, as we continue, police are investigating a suspected hit-and-run fatal accident that occurred sometime during the early morning hours of Saturday, 7th June 2025, which resulted in the death of a 72-year-old Linden resident. The accident involved vehicles unknown and pedestrian Randolph Brathwaite from 1369 Central Amelia's Ward, Linden. Brathwaite's body was found lying on the southern parapet of the third corner of Amelia's Ward access road with what appears to be lacerations, suspected to be injuries sustained as a result of a motor vehicular accident. He was picked up by ranks and taken to the Linden Hospital complex, where he was pronounced dead on arrival by a doctor on duty. His body is presently at Jetsco's funeral home, awaiting a post-mortem. A full investigation was launched. More than 500 Guyanese professionals are now equipped to make meaningful contributions to national development after graduating with master's degree through the Guyana Online Academy of Learning Gold program. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
Some 580 students graduated on Monday with master's degrees in various fields through the Guyana Online Academy of Learning Gold. This year's graduation ceremony was held under the theme, quote-unquote, enhancing the nation's human capacity, reflecting the government's broader vision for sustainable development. It also marks the 4th anniversary of GOAL, which has significantly expanded access to tertiary education for thousands of Guyanese. President Irfan Ali, in delivering the feature address, pointed out that this new cohort of graduates represents an important investment in Guyana's future.
Each of you represents a new addition to Guyana's growing pool of qualified, capable, and skilled men and women.
He noted that Guyana is experiencing one of the most rapid transformations globally, and highlighted that the GOLD program has now reached over 30,000 individuals since its launch, more than 70% of whom are women.
The opportunities will continue to come. And when they do, you'll be ready, like all of us will be ready, to move forward for a better Guyana.
So far, the government has invested $12.5 billion into the GOLD program, awarded more than 39,000 scholarships to citizens since its establishment in 2021. This year's graduation ceremony is being held over 2 days. Tuesday's session will feature students who have successfully completed bachelor's degrees, postgraduate diplomas, and specialized certificates. The government of Guyana has nearly doubled its original target of 20,000 online scholarships, with over 39,000 awarded to date through GOAL. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP NIGHTLY News.
Thank you, Tiana. Stay tuned for regional news.
Turbo with a new look, new style, with the same great taste in the 250 ml can. Everybody run out now. Go and go grab one. Me charge up with a turbo 250 ml at your favorite spot. Wait, sell. New look, new can, same vibes. Jinxing, energize up your life. Vibes up, work time, anytime we are turn up the party with turbo can. Turbo can, turbo can, turbo can. Now available in the new 250 ml can. Turbo energy drink. Charge up today.
This Father's Day, Digicel is showing love to the real MVPs, all the father figures who hold it down every day. And we're not talking socks and ties. We're talking an 85-inch TV to watch his favorite sports and a barbecue grill fit for the king of the backyard. 4 lucky winners will take home this epic combo. Just top up $1,000 or more and boom, you're entered into the draw. Give dad the gift of entertainment. Top up now, grill and chill with Digicel this Father's Day.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing June 16, 2025 to produce an official list of electors for the conduct of general and regional elections on September 1, 2025. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2025, and you're a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year in all registration divisions, for you to check if you are listed and if your particulars are accurate. You can object to anyone you believe does not qualify an office responsible for your area of residence to make an objection. The objections aspect of this exercise will end on Friday, June 20, 2025. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0277-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
You know, I've been thinking, since I moved over to the west side, this is the perfect location for put up a food stand.
put up food stand here?
Yes, Officer Bling.
No, Granny, you can't put up no food stand here.
Why not?
Because the gas to energy pipeline.
Gas to energy? Why is that?
They gonna bring gas from offshore to region 3. That gonna turn into electricity and other things.
So what about if Granny put it up over there?
No, Granny, listen. This whole area here, from here to the West Bank, is considered the right of way. So nobody can build, plant, dig, or burn nothing here.
But what if I am?
No buts, Granny. Listen, you could get yourself or others hurt. Watch, you see this number here? You call it if you see anybody doing anything out of the way or doing anything they ain't supposed to be doing, like building, digging, or burning stuff on the right of way.
All right, grandson, I hear you.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing June 16, 2025 to produce an official list of electors for the conduct of general and regional elections on September 1, 2025. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2025, and you're a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. GCOM will post the preliminary list of electors PLE in all of the registration divisions across Guyana for you to check if you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. You can make a claim for registration, change, correction to your particulars, or you can object to the inclusion of anyone who you believe should not be on the list. If you are desirous of making a claim or objection, you must visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to do so. Visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to conduct any of these transactions. All GCOM registration offices will be open Monday, June 16 to Friday, June 20, 2025 from 8 to 18 hours. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0277-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
Good evening and welcome to Monday's edition of the Regional News. St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves has urged both Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela to exercise restraint and resolve their differences peacefully and in line with international law. He warned against inflaming the situation with strong language. Quote unquote, as far as practicable, we do not incline the situation with any excessive rhetoric. We just take our patients into account. And whatever is the problem, we solve them maturely between two neighbors. Tensions between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela escalated last week after Venezuelan Justice Minister alleged that a Trinidadian by the name of Gus Kendall Jerome had been captured en route to Venezuela with a group labeled quote-unquote terrorists in an attempt to destabilize their government. Senior police officials in this country have since confirmed that the persons named by the Justice Minister had not appeared in Trinidad and Tobago's criminal database. During last Thursday's post-cabinet meeting, Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Besessar added to the issue as she delivered a warning to Venezuela that Trinidad and Tobago was off limits. She revealed that the TT Coast Guard TTCG would have been placed on alert to use deadly force if any vessels from Venezuela sought to access local waters illegally. In a release, the Venezuelan authorities said the warning and attitude by the Prime Minister was both virulent and high-handed and also raised, quote-unquote, serious suspicions of complicity. He advised that it only, quote-unquote, undermines the good cooperative relations between our countries in key areas. California National Guard arrived in Los Angeles on Sunday, deployed by President Donald Trump, after 2 days of protests by hundreds of demonstrators against immigration raids carried out as part of Trump's hardline policy. About a dozen National Guard members were seen in video footage on Sunday morning, lining up at a federal building in downtown Los Angeles where detainees from immigration raids on Friday were taken, sparking protests that continued on Saturday. Footage showed at least a half a dozen military-style vehicles and riot shields on Sunday at a federal building where the Department of Homeland Security said about 1,000 rioters had protested on Friday. Immigration and Custom Enforcement operations in Los Angeles on Friday arrested at least 44 people on alleged immigration violations. Trump has pledged to deport record numbers of people in the country illegally and lock down the U.S.-Mexico border, setting a goal for ICE to arrest at least 3,000 migrants per day. But the sweeping immigration crackdown has also included people legally residing in the country, some with permanent residence, and has led to legal challenges. A powerful magnitude 6.3 earthquake has shaken the Colombian capital Bogota, according to the United States Geological Survey, USGS. The USGS reported on Sunday morning that the quake struck near central Colombia, about 170 kilometers east of Bogota. The Colombian Geological Service, however, reported that the magnitude of the shock was higher, registering 6.5 on the Richter scale. Thank you for watching. I am Tiana Cole.
Government will be implicating itself should an investigation be launched into May Thomas's dealings. The PNCR leader says government is complicit in crime. $6.6 billion Diamond Regional Hospital commissioned to serve more than 40,000 residents. Construction worker shot and killed at FOULIS. Police's initial story is not adding up. Family and the 72-year-old Lindener dies in apparent hit-and-run accident. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm ALETHEA Grant. Thanks for watching.